No, let's not go wrong. We know how she started.
Top 9 in Nigeria. Fastest women.
Fastest. Top 9, yeah.
Most people don't understand what it means to run under 11 seconds.
Under 11 seconds.
That's very fast.
Women,
Most guys here cannot run under 11 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy usually we don't talk so much about. But I'm talking about Maduka Okoye. People talk about him not being a top-notch goalkeeper.
To be a number 1 goalkeeper in Nigeria, expect a lot of criticism. He's playing in the Serie A.
It's world class.
I think top 10 in the league.
Yeah, top 10.
Clean sheets. How many now? 8 clean sheets? 8 or 9? We'll be begging him to come and play for Nigeria.
Yeah.
So it feels like now we have gotten him. We are now overlooking.
What's been the thing that's been really big for you in seeing the girls being vocal about how much time they are wasting not getting to play with each other a month before the WAFCON?
No, it's a big deal, but that should not be enough. Other teams are getting better in Africa. Women's football is not like it used to be in the past. Because I cannot imagine where you don't prepare your team adequately for competitions and you go to these competitions and you expect them to do well. I counted. We had from last year till now 17 possible games for us to play.
In all the windows?
Yes, all the windows across the board. We only played 5. We can leverage the stars in our team for funding. And that's one thing we are underutilizing. I don't know if you remember the last game we played at home in Abeokuta, the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
The stadium was filled with capacity, with people outside, people standing, waiting to enter. People want to see them. Companies in Nigeria would definitely want to drop funds or money to ensure they also align or associate themselves with the national team for the female side.
Welcome to you, people of God and people of sports. Ladies and gentlemen, mortals and celestials, mamas and papas, this is the space where we enjoy sports with a slice of sass. Now, I'm your Olorogo one, your energy chief, the one you call Chief Swap. Yeah? And I'm with my sister, the one who dissects the sports with facts. Cece, waiting they sup first. Take out. Happy weekend, post-weekend.
Yeah, post-weekend.
The children had a good weekend, not the mother. The
Okay,
pocket
I can understand.
The energy is low. But Yakubu will manage.
Okay, no wonder your purse was lean this morning.
Oh boy, wait, are you purse rushing me now?
No, I was just checking. No, sometimes you have those free cash. You know, those shiny
Go
notes.
talk not to say my pan no go can't help you. I beg you, I not get cash. Oh. Now my sponsor be this and she carry me go work today. But Cece, great to see you. We are not alone. We have a guy. They call him TikTok's most dearest.
Most dearest.
Yeah. After easy to come our second runner up for TikTok Sports Content Creators Award. You know, TikTok's dearest, the biggest name I dare say when it comes to this part, when it comes to sports storytelling
creation
on the digital space. Please, can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? Please make welcome Dr. Ademola Victor.
Thank you. I can feel the energy in the room. It's great to be here, you know, with the amazing energy Chief Swo and Cece. Nice to be here with lovely outfit and lovely smiles.
It's a lovely outfit. It's our cloth. We didn't buy it. Thank you. But bro, this is like a cool thing for us because like she's always said off camera, she's like, this is a real doctor. You're a real doctor, bro, and you're still like a journalist. You're in human kinetics.
Human kinetics, yes.
Lord have mercy. You're in a faculty in one of the leading universities in this part, Unilag.
Yes.
How do you manage to be in a faculty and still be doing what you love, bro?
Yeah, you know, for me, I studied sports. Human kinetics is basically about human movement. My field, my PhD was in exercise and sport physiology.
Yeah.
From, you know, the University of First Choice, Nationwide.
If
University
you talk
of
first
Lagos.
choice, we go change that for you. Just the title where we give your university.
Do you understand? We are two.
Okay.
So it's 2 against 1.
Greatest
so Gbogbo.
Greatest Gbagba. Greatest B. Greatest Uniben.
Uniben.
Unilag,
I know
continue.
you cannot access Uniben by road, sea, and air. You can access Unilag by sea, by land, and by air. So accessible school, the best in Nigeria. We'll leave that debate for another day anyway. But yeah. My passion.
Maybe 1-0. Continue.
Accepted.
Okay.
But you know, 2-1. You know when we start now.
Okay.
You know, finish.
He's capable. He's a doctor. He can
no,
handle it. You know,
no.
sometimes
No problem. Yeah, it's good to be here. For me, my passion is simple. Project our local talent, promote our local sport, and of course, give the underreported sport that spotlight that they truly deserve because we have a lot of talented young players and young athletes in the country.
I love that you say that too, because by the way, this is Sports Fiber.
beautiful.
This is a space where we have a pulse of sporting stuff that tie us together, not just as Nigerians, not just as Africans, but also as people who love to talk about unreported, underreported.
Yeah.
We like to spotlight the things that made us happy. So let me throw this to you. We always do this. What's popping? What popped for you over the weekend? We always have a male and a female sports athlete, hopefully with Nigerian descent, that made us smile. But for you, what popped for you this weekend, sports-wise? Don't say Arsenal, low. We don't say they lose.
I mean, for me, it has to be Nigerian, but
Okay, Arsenal. Okay.
Carry your own. See my own.
No, I'm dropping something.
Oh, you're dropping
it's
it.
dropping. It's here.
okay.
Okay, really.
But
You
this-
and that fan, when we say carry bottle for that Man City match, they drink. I don't know which one was past.
This one happened a few hours ago. Maybe that is more recent. So
Talk to
me.
our handball team, for the under 18 and under 20 men, they won gold.
Yes.
The under 18 boys and the under 20 boys, they
Yes.
won gold. And in Africa, the African International Handball Federation competition zone 3 in Africa, and yeah, they are doing well. So I feel like they also deserve that spot. Like, it popped for me.
He popped.
Yeah,
Among so many others.
No,
Yeah.
plenty to
Among
sport,
so
but
many
that,
others.
I think that pops. I think that would be my pick because
Yeah.
at first I was going to talk about Blessing Ogundiran. Blessing Ogundiran, we know how she started. It's been how many years?
10
Was it
years
a
I've been
decade
seeing
now?
that girl chopping at the
she's
bits.
been for a while. So for her to make the spotlight for me, I mean, running the joint world lead this year, 2026. She run under 11 seconds,
Yeah,
which is
yes.
running under 11 seconds. I mean, it's the
10.98,
first time,
10.98.
10.98. So when you look at an athlete like that, giving in her best, like every time
Yes.
to be at the very top. I think that's one commendable one coming from a Blessing Ogundiran. So I'll pick
Yes.
her, in 100 meters running that sub. I think
And
that's
yeah, more importantly, our time, top 9 in Nigeria, fastest women.
fastest. Top,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most people don't understand what it means to run under 11 seconds.
Under 11 seconds.
That's
Anyway,
very fast.
women,
Most
yeah.
guys here cannot run under 11 seconds.
yeah, it's
So, yeah,
difficult.
it's-
It's difficult. No, it's true. It's true.
I
Because
can't run under 11 seconds. I'm sorry.
everybody says they
Because
can,
you're
but
not an
they
athlete.
can't.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
you're
can't.
not an athlete.
This MTN
Yeah.
champs that they are doing, the finals that's going down in
Yeah.
Ibadan. There was a young guy that's popped through Ojeli. Emmanuel Ojeli. He just did just under 11 seconds. That's to buttress what you just said.
Yes.
And that's one of our brightest shining stars. But I think I like the thing you said with Ogundiran because, especially when we say they like the code switch a lot,
Yeah.
speak multiples. When you are somebody that doesn't pass through the door with Queen's English, you don't speak English. There's this bias that a lot of people have, especially from this part, will be like, this person not get voltage. And the athletes, they always use true running to enter scholarships for collegiate and whatnot. And Blessing struggled every time there was an opportunity to carry her to Jackpa before she go this school when she did now. She couldn't speak English. Now, Yoruba Lemi also, it made people reduce the talent that she had. And that's why when she ran this race, when she finished, guess what she said? And she met her teammates, she said, "Your papa!" I said, Tawai! You could see.
I
you
think
could
it was
see.
also the joy. I mean, she has never run below.
She just broke her record last week,
11.21
Yeah,
seconds, right?
just last week.
So 11.21 seconds. That's
Yeah.
that's personal best. So for you to shave that off and run under 11 seconds, I mean that's huge for me.
Oh.
Keep thriving daily to be
Aye.
at the best. I think that's just what I love about Blessing
See,
Ogundiran. Not
that-
giving up and keep on blessing. Keep doing what you're doing. And
Keep
maybe
doing
someday,
it.
who knows?
Not be someday, not they happen, not they do.
No, when I mean
Not be
someday,
Papilo, you want
I'm
tell her,
talking
now, the day they
about
make us proud.
talking about at the Olympics where you can shine
Yeah.
at the biggest stage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Early
Yeah, because
28.
this
Yes.
is
coming.
early 28 because
Because it's
this
close.
is a school invitation, Florida, a South
Yeah.
Florida invitational.
Yeah.
So that's where she did this one.
Yeah.
So imagine doing this at the big stage.
Yeah.
That's the point. I mean, running the second fastest joint lead for
Joint.
this
With
year.
the Jamaican girl,
the
Shanoya,
Jamaican-
yes.
So it's something big, really.
I would like-
sustaining it and also trying to go above that. That's what is important.
See, this thing when you talk, for me, athletics really served us this weekend. So
Yeah.
shout out to Blessing. That stuff she did, amazing. Shout out to our Nigerian team. We have now completed the 6-man. We've been talking about it for the past 2-3 weeks now. Our relay team, world relay.
6,
It's not
all of
complete.
them. 6.
How do they say it when they do it in the voice? When they are finding all their musicians. My team is complete.
Finally, I thought it was going to be 3.
Yeah.
But now, when you have the 4x 100 meters,
Lord.
4x 100 meters
Mixed.
mixed,
Men,
then
women,
just everything.
everything. See, I
So
have
all
my
the
fingers
relay
are crossed.
races,
To,
but
see,
then,
Demola,
let's see what's going to happen.
my fingers
in
are
the
like this.
release.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
that we get some medals.
Yeah.
A bit like the South Africans. Maybe I don't want to be too
you know,
optimistic like the Botswana.
you know why you're saying this is now you've had this now. So what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
So that's what is important. What are you going to do with the qualification,
qualification.
now? Are you going to start sending out press press releases praising them, or are you going to get to start doing the works?
Mad
Because at the
sponsorship
World
and everything
Relays,
in between.
you will not have the full complement of your international stars.
Yes.
So you're still going to rely on these same athletes that got the time. So what
Yes.
do you do with them?
Yes.
Preparation. So it starts now, really.
Yeah, it's just a few weeks away, by the way. It's in
Yeah.
Gaborone, it's in Botswana, and hopefully the first few days in May, the first weekend, we are going to see new stars, hopefully more Africans that will come and shine up and light up.
Yeah.
And speaking of shine up and
The
light
biggest
up,
stars won't be there because there are a lot of things going
waiting
on across
concern
the
me with
world.
style
So,
they shine for my country. I not care waiting your title.
so another, okay, we know the first person we pick, we shout out to the hand.
Wait. I forgot to say, you know, say Junelle just married Noah Leais. You not see their wedding. Our fastest couple in the world, that Jamaican girl Junelle and that Noah boy.
It was
You
beautiful.
see their dance?
It was beautiful.
When you marry a bros, you go do. Now when they marry, una go do anchor dance. Una go plan out.
Yeah. You know, I have one funny joke about this two fastest people marrying.
Yeah.
You know, when the child is born, you have to first compete with speed to be the child that will be born. So, so I'm waiting for what the child will turn out to be when it grows up.
No, legacy kids are popping.
Imagine having two fastest runners, and imagine giving birth to a boy.
Yeah.
And then maybe Usain Bolt will attend the
naming ceremony. That's what it is. Godfather.
Or
Pressure.
the baptism.
Is that
or
you?
maybe the baptism is there at their baptism.
Okay.
You know, I'm wondering how it's gonna look like. You know, you just put pressure on that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just born me come. All of them are just be superstars. So what if I don't want to do athletics? Am I a failure?
No, obviously not. And when the child start crawling, that's when you will know.
No.
Okay.
When
No,
he start
they'll
crawling,
put
that's
when
when you
finishing
know.
line in their front, like the way all these fathers
That's
do
when
now
you
with
know.
football.
So
They'll
you
just
have
be
to
giving
cage him.
You cage him just like my son. If you
He
want
can't
anything
go
in life,
beyond.
run for it. Oh yeah, mark. Run.
Not gonna that. No pressure.
No pressure. You can be a reporter too.
No,
It can be anything.
no.
Okay, now
Go for me, go get
there's
money.
a guy usually we don't talk so much about.
Yes.
Especially he gets more of the criticism than the praise.
Please speak
So
for yourself.
on
I like
this
pink
show
lips
today,
and tattoo.
Yeah, on this show today, we're not looking at because he's handsome or because he's one of those
He's handsome.
guys that girls trip for.
Excuse
or
you?
blush whenever he's around. I don't know why they do that.
Now fine
But
boy.
I'm talking about Maduka Okoye, goalkeeper for Udinese. So this very weekend, I mean, for the third time in a row, he's keeping a clean sheet. So we celebrated Chiamaka back to back.
Yeah.
So we're dropping Chiamaka this weekend because it's International Women's Break, by
Yes,
the way.
it is.
But we're coming to that because that's going to be our main focus for today. The Super Falcons, where are they? Some of them are known.
Let's not go there yet.
Okay,
Don't make me
not
start
yet.
crying.
So, Maduka Okoye, yes,
Yeah.
he's our man today. Why is Maduka Okoye our man?
Talk to
The
me.
third time he's keeping a clean sheet consecutively.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
that's big. And the first one was a goalless game they didn't consider against Como. The second one, of course,
Genoa was there. Genoa then Como.
Genoa.
And then
and then AC Milan. So now AC Milan, they scored 3, and of course they didn't concede any. It tells you how Maduka Okoye is growing into that confidence, growing into his confidence, because that's what people really want to see about him. People talk about him not being a top-notch goalkeeper, but if you're in Serie A, yes, you know they have one of the best defenders, but with Italy not going to World Cup,
it doesn't
Italy
count for shit.
back to back, it doesn't count anymore. Where's my whistle? Yeah, because I need to. Somebody get me my
Use your
whistle.
vuvuzela.
Somebody need to get me my whistle, so I need to stop this guy sometimes. Okay, so when you have
Let them complain
when you
and
have
then
a goalkeeper like that, I think it's only natural that we celebrate Maduka Okoye on this show today. So can I get a big round of applause from everyone in the studio for Maduka Okoye?
Yeah. Maduka Okoye gets it. And when I say gets it, I mean he gets our applause.
Yeah.
For those online, he gets it.
Yeah.
I feel like can I say Demola or doctor? I'm so used to saying
It's fine.
Doctor
It's fine.
Demola.
Victor.
No, yeah, doctor. I'll use it. If it's easy, let them collect
I'm
it.
the same
He's
person, so it's fine.
He's not like those ancestors who feel you have to add it. So he's not. So
Are
I
you
mean,
a
he's
doctor?
happy with.
Cece,
with
are you a
it.
doctor?
No, I'm not.
So let the doctor collect his doctorship.
Yeah.
No, university people, just call me Victor. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't give us now. I don't want support you. You can't knock me. This is anything you want to do, you're carried.
We still have the war ongoing, Unilag event, so that's why I'm putting it. So I'm Victor. It's fine.
So I feel like there's a fine boy bias in sports.
Okay.
Yeah. And this Maduka Okoye, that's where I'm cooking it on. You see, if you're a fine guy, people just, I feel like guys just decide not to like you. Yeah. If you were easy for you to walk small, and make am for sports faster compared to a fine boy. A fine boy, they already beef you, say the girls like you already. They already beef you for the attention. They beef you for the talent. So, because honestly, I don't see any reason why a Maduka Okoye would not be as lauded. You know, I went online this morning and I was looking at the guy's role play, like what he don't do and how Nigerians were receiving it. And they were saying, "Come in, now be this fine boy, why not they keep any here? Before you talk any fine boy, they keep."
Excuse me.
I'm going somewhere. At least 3 saves per match. Do you know what it means?
Is it 3 or 2?
At least 3 saves per match. Do you know what it means against a Cuomo, a Fabregas? You know Fabregas don't punish people this season for Syria. That is small team. He squeezed them. He squeezed them, collect stash from inside their tapioca. On a good day, when somebody does that, we will not clap. Hey, what best? Put him inside. That guy should be our starter. But somebody will be hyping the man from Cyprus. I'm not saying anything. No, I'm just saying Maduka Okoye might just be a victim of his fine boyness. That's why Nigerians have not seen him for his talent. That's my cooking.
But I also think that, because to be number 1 goalkeeper in Nigeria, expect a lot of criticism.
Exactly.
If Maduka Okoye if he has no cap, and we're trying to lure him in, looking at his pedigree right now, he's playing in the Serie A.
It's world class.
Top 10 in the league.
Yeah, top 10.
Clean sheets. How many now? 8 clean sheets?
8.
Or 9?
8 clean sheets. He's about to
overall,
break his 10
But I think it's
in
number
the season
12.
record.
Yeah.
We'll be begging him to come and
Yeah.
play for Nigeria.
Yeah.
So it feels like now we have gotten him. We are now overlooking the.
Let me tell you why. Let me play the devil's advocate
Talk to
here,
me,
which
talk
I
to
usually
me.
don't like doing, but I have to
Okay.
play here. Now, if you remember what happened at the Nations Cup,
Yeah.
was it Tunisia? Yeah,
Just
when
one
Tunisia
match
took us out.
now, when
Yeah,
they
that's what
took
I'm
us out.
saying, because
Okay.
Nigerians will never forget.
I
Yakubu
believe-
Aigbeni is still reeling from that till date.
true.
I mean, Odio Igalo had to retire because of those things that happened. At a time, Alex Iwobi had to lock his Instagram,
Social media
his social
comments,
media comment section. So if you know what Nigerians can do, they don't forget easily. It's
Yeah.
just that difference is in politics they forget so easily. When it comes to sport, they don't,
Social.
because it's only sport that gives them this happiness, this joy.
Pure
You know
joy.
that Nations Cup where I think it was quarter-final stage.
Quarter-final.
We didn't have a full complement of our players. They didn't think about it. Eguavon came in on a rescue mission. They didn't think about it. Eguavon got the flag, still did. No matter what Eguavon would do, they don't see anything good in it because of what happened at that Nations Cup.
Yeah.
And then same thing went to Maduka Okoye. So these were scapegoats of what happened at that Nations Cup. So thank God for what we did in Cote d'Ivoire. So things actually changed. And then what happened, just the last one we played in 2025, so things changed. So if you take a look at these records, and then in the one in Morocco in 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, he said he wasn't going to come if he's not going to be guaranteed number 1 spot. You won't blame him because we have
Because
other
he's playing in
goalkeepers.
Europe. He's playing in a top
You have
club
other
in Europe.
goalkeepers. At that time is a peak time for some of them. So he needed to stay focused
And fight for
play
his
for
spot.
his team, because he
Yeah.
understands that if I come to the national team, I may not even wear the shirt. I may be within the stick for once. And people, at that time, going into the Nations Cup, we felt Stanley Nwabali was, it was this story that he was going to undergo surgery. We're thinking about that. What if he's not there? Are you going to rely on Zoho? But luckily, he was at his best form all through the Nations Cup. So the point I'm trying to make is, because of those mistakes earlier, so Nigerians are still not forgiving him. I just hope and pray, next time we invite him to the national team, he's number 1. He should prove all of them wrong. Maybe then the wrongs of the past, will be forgotten.
Even when he concedes, then they let my fine boy the rest. But we
But when you say
are
fine boy don't excel in sports, I will force you there. Clay Thompson,
no, I'm talking about Nigerian boys.
Okay.
How many Nigerian fine boys that you know?
Sazel didn't get, for
No,
instance.
that one is one. It's intergenerational. That guy plays a guitar and plays
But how
golf.
did you define fine boys? They're all fine to me anyway.
Exactly. Vincent Eyama. Vincent Eyama. Odio Igalo.
I'm talking about fine, charismatic boys.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Fine,
Okay.
charismatic boys get
I'm
the
trying
stick.
I'm trying to help you.
You are trying to help
define
me.
it.
I'm saying pink clip.
I'm trying to
tattoo.
help you.
You know they see.
Okay,
you know they
pink
see
clips
spec.
and tattoo.
You know they see
Okay,
spec.
that explains it.
Oh,
Okay, now
okay.
I
How many-
get
okay,
I get your
how many
definition of.
How many yellow, lighter
Okay,
skin,
okay, now,
fine boys?
yeah,
you
it's-
see
okay,
that
I get-
when they
I
play
get you.
sports, people embrace them.
She's biased.
I'm
Yeah.
biased. I'm biased
Yeah.
actually. I'm fine boy biased.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why.
But
All our players are fine.
She's
anyway.
got half-caste syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
yet,
we'll
I'm
rest
not
it there. You
But,
have.
yeah, but let's get into the meeting
Yeah.
because I like that you danced, and this is the reason why. No offense, doctor.
Yes.
It is such a delight to have you here. Last time all of us see, now for abroad.
Yes, Morocco.
Kaleta.
We're close to winning the AFCON. Close.
The wars that
Yeah.
we have seen on
Yeah.
behalf of the national team. So
Yeah.
this is because this is international break. We're
Yeah.
smacking in international break. And you know, your pages was one of the pages that was very vocal in documenting, very visceral in documenting the angst of our Super Falcons. You know, when you wanted to see what's going on, which person they para say we never get international break fixtures, what's going on, you documented that very closely. And for those of you that are not aware, there's a new series that FIFA just rolled out for women. They call it the FIFA Friendly Series,
Yeah.
right? It's to mix countries together that have not mixed together before. Countries like Indonesia, for instance. What's that one? Toxan cacao. That sounds like a nice chocolate bar.
CONCACAF team.
CONCACAF. Like teams have not mixed. And the top country in Africa is not in the mix.
Yeah, because
The top countries are
Yeah,
not in the mix.
countries, Nigeria,
Not
South
just
Africa.
even that, FIFA had theirs. Other countries are mixing and having their own friendlies.
Personal friendlies, yes.
But still, almost a year after, actually a year after,
Yeah.
and our Falcons have not played any friendly,
no, they
competitive
have no.
that
they
you
play
can
Cameroon.
count.
No,
If you
That
count
Cameroon one, that Cameroon, waiting
Our
there, they
go-to
call.
friendly,
You go let me
Cameroon,
land,
yeah.
that one, Mogbomoya.
I don't understand. They're your neighbors now.
Yeah.
The easiest place to just say, you know what, Cameroon, are you guys busy?
Might as well play with
Are you
them
guys
now.
busy at the international? They're saying, okay, yeah, you guys should come.
Who could have just gone to
Another
Okotonu?
thing is you have to have a solid national team. You can't just pick anything. When the story of Congo came out,
Wait, at the answer the question before.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I forgot.
what's been
Okay.
the thing that's been really big for you in seeing the girls being vocal about how much time they are wasting not getting to play with each other a month before the WAFCON?
No, it's a big deal because for you to prepare for competitions like this, let's remember first, the WAFCON this year serves as the qualifiers for the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
Only the top 4 teams will be guaranteed automatic qualification to the Women's World Cup. So we have to get to the semi-finals to get to the World Cup. Before, we used to have 12 teams at the WAFCON. Now we have 16 teams.
Expand
So
it.
it has gotten tougher. However, it's easier for you to get to the semi-final because we have 16 teams. The top 2 teams will be scattered around 4 different groups. So if you win your group, ideally you should face a lesser opposition in the quarterfinals and maybe get the World Cup
Ideally.
ticket. Ideally. But that should not be enough. Other teams are getting better in Africa. Women's football is not like it used to be in the past. Other teams are getting stronger and they're preparing well. They are playing friendly games, working on the team cohesion, building team chemistry. For us, we have just been lucky. And I'll put that down to the dedication of our girls.
Dedication.
Because I cannot imagine where you don't prepare your team adequately for competitions and you go to these competitions and you expect them to do well. I counted. We had from last year till now 17 possible games for us to play.
In
We
all
played-
the windows.
Yes, all the
Yeah,
windows
we only
across
played
board.
two, yeah.
We only played 5, and those 5, Cameroon were 3 of those games.
Wait. I said not even 2 self. We play with 5.
Yeah, Cameroon. We played Cameroon twice in the last
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
So number of
Yeah,
teams.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think those 3 teams. Cameroon.
God.
Then
Who
the
we play?
WAFCON qualifiers.
No,
With-
it's the WAFCON qualifiers. We didn't play
With,
any other ones,
Benin.
Benin, yeah.
Benin.
That's all.
That one a qualifier.
That's
And
all.
I think we played Ghana before the last WAFCON as a friendly,
the
closed door
Ghana,
friendly match.
yeah,
Closed door.
that's not
So we
window.
don't utilize our
No
windows.
offense to our sisters, so
We're
it's
talking
not that
about
we are
utilizing
insulting your
window.
club, your country. It's just we are counting the games, and I'm thinking
It's
which game?
it's not
So
it's
just
not,
the Cameroon
it's not
that
about
maybe
the
stands
games.
out.
It's about you utilizing
Those windows.
those windows. That's the point here.
Yeah.
We are currently in one window now. I think it ends on the 18th of this
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
No games for us.
No games.
3 possible games that we can play. None.
Yeah.
We missed the last one. So, and it's always, but when the girls look at it if you look at it from a neutral point of view, look at the Super Eagles. They did not qualify for the World Cup. They played Jordan and Iran
Yeah.
a few days ago.
Yeah.
They are going to play
They
Portugal
should
and
too.
Poland.
Yeah.
in another
Unity
friendly
Cup.
match. They also have Unity Cup.
2.0. I think it was the Unity Cup that blew their minds.
Yes.
No, the Unity Cup is every year.
no, it's not every year. This is the second time. It
This
started
second
last
time. I'm
year.
just saying, it started
So-
last year, so it's going to be every year.
So I think it was
They
the
had one, I
post.
think, many years ago.
Yeah, before it
many
stopped,
years
and
ago,
then
like
they've
almost 20 years ago.
revitalized it.
Ireland, not even we they play. I'm not Ireland them. All those Ireland. And them speaking a pidgin of English. So I think I saw this post.
Someone get me a whistle.
So use your vuvuzela.
No.
So when they brought out this, you saw that poster that NFL put.
Yeah.
Unity Cup 2.0. Oh boy, be like saying that. Let me the camel. Or this,
Yeah.
the straw that broke the camel's back because the girls like all their Insta, all their stories, all their snaps, everything started blowing up like, oh boy, everything they happen now.
Exactly.
Una they give the Unity Cup where we dey.
And I completely understand the frustration towards. I understand it. Now, let me for you to criticize them. Let's look at the possible defense.
Yeah.
But the possible defense from the NFL might be that their Super Eagles, more teams come to meet us to play games. other teams are playing for the World Cup. Maybe Portugal might be the one to come and meet us. They want to play us. My Poland coming to us and they take care of the bill. Inter Cup has been there. Maybe they came to approach us. We did not really invest in getting those friendlies. But if you have the most successful team in the continent, be it male or female, Super Falcons have won 10 times. No African team,
11 if
male or female, have won the African Cup 10 times. You should intentionally invest money to look for top games for your girls to play. If you approach some of these top countries around the world, they would want to play us.
Okay, let me come in here. Let me come in here. They will want to play you, right?
Yes.
Those guys have a program. You don't just jump, wake up and start sending an email or trying to make contracts or with anybody.
Yes.
Because why? The USA, for instance, I had their international friendly for
definitely.
the rest of the year.
Yes.
Until next year. And then each time, if they win the World Cup, they have series that they play.
Yeah.
These people have structure. They have a timetable. Do we have? No. So that's why it's hard for NFF to actually get a team for the Falcons, because Ghana, for instance, will tell you this is our calendar for the year. Ask the Nigerian Football Federation, do they have calendar for the girls? So, they don't have. So that's the point. So they can't just wake up and look for a USA who is playing Japan or look for Australia who is playing Malawi, because already these people have what they want to do. The FIFA series didn't come out today. Already we know the teams that are playing already know. You can't go and pick a Zambia already because they're playing the FIFA series. So the point is, if at the beginning of every calendar year, once FIFA released the international windows, you have the timing. That's when you start work.
Definitely.
So if you do not work at that time, you can't do a fire brigade approach. That's why a Togo will reject you, a Cape Verde will reject you, because you're meeting them. Fire brigade approach don't work for every other country. It's only in Nigeria that it works for us.
So it boils down to the fact that these girls are not given priority when it comes to planning ahead of time. So now that I've gotten to this stage, we're at the middle of the season or middle of the year, let's find countries that don't have a program that are still good enough, and let's ensure.
Excuse me, which country don't have a program?
Turks and cacao.
Which of the countries?
I will still call
DR
this
Congo has.
because it's such a nice name. Turks and cacao.
Which country don't have? Which of these countries are like us? Which of these countries are as successful as Super Falcons that do not have plans?
So going to be difficult.
No,
so we have to plan. Definitely, we have to plan ahead.
So that's the thing. So you can't get a Zambia, for instance. You can't get a Morocco. You cannot get a South Africa. Not even Ghana, your neighbor. Because they've got plans.
So this is where you build on connections with the relevant federations and ensure you can pull that it's possible. We can build on our connections.
You have not answered my question.
Yes.
Which of these countries that are successful at this international break that do not have plans?
They all have fun. It's already too late. Definitely, this is too late for this window.
For this year, not even for this window. For this year, it's too late. Go and check the Moroccan team. Check the South African team. Check the Zambia team. They all have their breaks already. They all except those countries will pull out. That's when you now have space for the Super Falcons. 10-time African champions, by the way, to step in.
So can I ask a question?
Okay.
As somebody who has
how embarrassing is that?
Oh boy, I'm not even want to enter the embarrassing, because if now I'll lose my decorum and I'll forget saying that people won't be say senior me, and say they for glass house, because really whoever is in charge of women and their women sports and women football, they need to sack you. You need to come outside and no, you need to do a tour. You need to do a tour to apologize, because you are spoiling the best product we have in sports in Africa. I said the best product because see, when Botswana run their best run, South Africa run best run, we were all happy, but did you see the world shake? No, it did not shake. Mr. Producer, you will show them the video of Cameroon, 2016, when we say people slept. They came from hinterlands away from Yaoundé. They came. Some of them 2 days before. Use keke. Some of them even use donkey. No jokes, came in a Pobia, Cameroon, when they were still fighting Anglophone and Francophone. They came to the final location. They slept just to watch Super Falcons. So it's either you don't know what Super Falcons are, or you choose to reduce them because you can't carry their capability. So you have to reduce them to your ability. I speak and way.
So you project your
minimal,
groom. You know you have a groom, you have a bride. So you diminish the bride and you project your groom to be the star.
And now your bride be your babe when we say they hot, when we say everybody they rush.
Exactly.
So first of all, let me throw this to you. When I asked some questions, they said funding was a challenge. All of us will be journalists. Maybe everybody get different source, but I'm very curious because A few years ago, they said FIFA released funds. It was us that were not stepping
Accessing
up
it.
to access
Because
it.
no transparency.
There's no transparency.
No projects.
No projects. Abi, those ones there. Now there's a pre-tournament funding arrangement that's on ground. How is it that we are not accessing it? How are we not accessing it? Because now they'll say they don't have money to make this trend this happen.
Was that what you were told?
Sources have told me that. They have told me that.
Well, did you hear that?
Did your source tell you that?
Okay, yeah, officially we haven't heard that. But the okay, maybe answer the question.
I throw away the thing, doctor. Please, because
doctor, you have the floor. So
off
let
the
me
top of
let me
your head,
relax.
you are a digital guru. I say it not because I'm trying to hype you. The numbers don't lie. And there's no Nigerian that has been a runner-up in a global event when it comes to sports content creation in this era. You are the only one who has that grace right now. And it's not like by Mugbamoya. So, if we wanted to flip this, not enough time for talking. Now it's time for action. How can we walk our girls into a space where the grace they have digitally, the grace they have even on the streets, that people love them, we can translate that into something that gives them more games, more accolades. We're talking about Emi Okonkwo that's probably if God is good, might become a millionaire in WNBA.
Yeah.
How do these girls
Dallas
start
Wings,
chopping well from
Yes.
this their own? Because this is their era, and if it passes, it passes.
We can leverage the stars in our
Okay.
team
Okay.
for funding. And that's one thing we are underutilizing. I don't know if you remember the last game we played at home in Abeokuta, the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stadium was filled with capacity. With people outside, people standing, waiting to enter. We have the Analozie, we have Rashida Tajibade, Esther Okonkwo, Ajiza Toshola, just to name a few. Deborah Abiodun, these are star girls.
Abiodun had a fan club there.
Yes. People want to see them. Companies in Nigeria would definitely want to drop funds or money to ensure they also align or associate themselves with the national team for the female side.
Yeah.
I remember the last WAFCON. Before the girls went, little publicity.
Yeah, that's
when they came back 10 times WAFCON, everybody wanted to
identify with
identify with them. So NFF should understand and they can leverage the stars in our team. And of course, the pedigree of the team to get funding even outside the funds that comes from FIFA and CAF.
Okay, now
Why
talking
don't we
about
have,
FIFA.
sorry. We had Aisha Buhari Cup.
Yes.
Then.
Former
And-
president.
Yeah.
wife.
And honestly, that was such a great program because let me know, like,
brought in South Africa.
it
You brought
didn't just
in
bring,
Zambia.
it opened the world of female football commentary, not just in English but pidgin. To me, that's how I got my job officially to be a commentator in female football and other things across the line. So why are we not having something like that? If we're going to the UK to do Unity Cup, waiting had us to do something of sorts in a break like this for the girls.
I think it boils down to what Madam Cece also said.
Cece, now you they call madam. I like
Sorry,
it.
that was the phrase we were giving you in Morocco, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
She was the star
journalist.
Yes. So the idea is that we have to ensure that we invite we let these countries know ahead of time.
Yeah.
A year before, let's plan. Okay, in June next year, I have the calendar year for the international window. We have in April, where we have missed. We have in June, for the 7 days.
Yeah.
We have after the WAFCON. We have in October. November, February next year, April, June, before the Women's World Cup in June, July. These are windows that we can utilize.
Almost 5
Yes,
windows now.
ahead of time
Yeah.
and plan. If you're inviting for countries, you want to invite Ghana, you want to invite South Africa, let them know ahead of time. This is our program. Will you be interested in joining? Please lock your window so that we can play our girls. Let's leverage our star girls. Alozie, Oshoala, Ajibade, Abiodun.
Jennifer
They can post about it. They
yeah.
can make videos about it and
Yeah.
do the challenge. These girls are
have
global stars on
numbers.
TikTok.
They are global
and
stars.
Instagram.
It's
Global
almost as
stars.
if
They have the numbers.
they don't know
Yes.
what we
I think
have.
they even have more numbers. I'm not trying to compare. I don't like doing
Yes.
this. They have more numbers than the men, really, for the girls.
Some of
Yeah,
the girls
you
actually
see
do.
some of
the
them
girls
have
actually
no
do.
numbers.
You can't play with Oshola. Don't play with
Look at
Oshola.
Oshola's numbers.
Don't play
for
with
instance.
Deborah
I
on
think it's
TikTok.
only Osimhen that's actually close.
Yes,
having
actually.
such numbers.
Actually.
So at the end of the day, you've got the star. So what do you do with it? Now I was going when you mentioned CAF and FIFA. I'm thinking NFF is acting the way CAF is now acting. When a CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, can come out to tell you that women's football is literally a charity. He says that they lose money in WAFCON. They don't make money with WAFCON. And then Morocco always come out to bail them out. That's the reason it's been happening. And this started after COVID. You mentioned 2016. We're in Cameroon in 2016. If you see the numbers,
They don't lie.
if you see the numbers of
Rush
people,
it.
that was 2016. This is 10 years after. And someone is saying you're losing money. So how did you work with it? Before now, we know when the Nations Cup will happen, don't we? November, December.
Yes.
I always block the
You
time.
block it.
November, December. We block the time. But now we don't even know.
Yeah.
My producer, China's Television, was supposed to go on leave. You know, the April break. He didn't. He shifted it to another time because we're saying, okay, AFCON, the WAFCON is March. Of course, we
Yes.
will be there.
Yeah.
And then you have
By the
people
grace of
that,
God.
you know, we're going to go. That's the reason. And then what happened? 2 weeks to the time. So
moved.
people started rescheduling what they were going to do. Imagine if you already have a TV right, or rather, not really. I know they don't sign any deal. Just imagine there's you have some TV stations or rights who wanted to, like, you know what, this period is not so busy. There's not so much going on. Maybe we can actually show the games live. Let me go meet CAF and discuss, you know, rights
Or
deals
even
with
do
them.
radio broadcast. BBC
A
used
radio
to do, we
broadcast
used to do that for
or
them. Then.
something. Do you understand what I mean? So now you're now like throwing it away. So you don't have a consistent tournament. Who deals with that? He's a businessman, right?
Yeah.
So how do you build your business? Consistency. That's one
Definitely.
thing. Consistency, branding. If you cannot brand something, you cannot be consistent with it. What is it that you're selling? If I don't see it,
See,
so if you really want women's football to work, you can tell us, okay, you know what? Is every 2 years? Is it June, July? Let's know. Is it November, December? Let's know. Is it March or April? Let's know. So you can't have a tournament that was consistent November, December. You move it to like the first time in 2020 when it wasn't hosted in COVID. It was only WAFCON, remember, that was cancelled.
Yes.
Every other competition was held the next year. Even Euros,
Yes.
women, was cancelled. Even AFCON for men was
Yes.
held the next year. But totally it was cancelled. So from 2019, after the World Cup, there was
Yes.
nothing for the women. 2020, there was nothing. 2020, scratch that,
Cece.
COVID. 2021, there was nothing.
Cece.
And then 2022. So it took you like almost how many years to host the next one? Because the last one was in Ghana in 2018. Before the World Cup in 2019 in France, it took you how many years to host the next one? That was in 2022 in Morocco, which was held, you know, what was the timing? Because I remember preparing for Costa Rica then, you know, the women's...
how you not going to remember
yes.
Costa Rica when you sleep for airports?
the
How you not going to remember Costa Rica?
the women's under 20 World Cup was
Yes.
coming up. So it was, I think it was held like few weeks
Middle of the
before
year,
that
yeah.
time. Middle of the year. That was the first time it was held middle of the year. Like, what's going on? It's Morocco that is hosting. Fine, Morocco was going to host the next. We said fine. Since we already know Morocco is going to host the next
What's
edition.
next?
We already know.
What's
But
next?
what
It was
what
even
was
moved
the
from
time?
2024 to
It was
2025.
moved
Yeah.
exactly from that 2022. From that 2022 was supposed to hold 2024. So it did not hold. You wasted like 19 months. You now wait till 2025. That was when you now hosted the next one. Imagine the gap. And you're promoting. Wait, I'm driving somewhere. You're trying to build a brand, right? So how do you build a brand that is not consistent? You give a gap of 2023. There was a World Cup, which you know, and that World Cup we could have leveraged on that, of what Morocco did, or what South Africa did, or what
Nigeria
Zambia did, or
sef.
what Nigeria did.
Now Australia, no
I mean,
waiting
it was
now.
Australia.
That's
they
what
had
you almost
and
do England.
It was a and every time the stadium was filled up, and then we didn't do anything in 2024. You
So
know,
there's the Olympics here for
there was
Nigeria.
nothing. The Olympics, yes,
Yeah,
for
just a few,
Nigeria,
yeah.
for some countries, we understand
Yeah.
that. And so these girls didn't have anything to prepare for the Olympics. And then 2025, that's when you hosted the next one. You had ample time to plan. And that's 2025. What happened when we entered Morocco? We were telling the immigration guys that the immigration in Morocco that there's a women's tournament going on.
Unlike when we went
Meanwhile,
for the AFCON.
unlike
When we went, everybody, before you even... you could read it.
Let's not compare.
Smell it.
Unlike in 2016, let me go back to 2016. 2016 in
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Once you enter the airport, if you come out, you see billboards of the girls. The
Cameroon did
captain
that
of the
right.
team.
Cameroon did that
You
one
see
right.
water. There was a water company. I
Yeah.
mentioned that a water company.
They put the
that
faces.
sponsored
They
the
they were handing those
tournament.
things to you.
So you could, as you're coming out
No, we
from
didn't enjoy
the Yaoundé
Morocco,
International
bro.
Airport,
For the
you
women
could
WAFCON,
see-
we
you
didn't.
could see
We
the
didn't.
billboards on
Yeah.
the street
We didn't.
of the girls. There's a tournament going on as you're entering the country. It was obvious.
The brand
But
was
you
live.
entered Morocco. I'm talking about how many years later? 9 years after. You entered a country, not even immigration.
Not
The
even
first
Italy.
point of call knew what was going on. We started learning how to speak French now. Oh, you're feminine, they're here.
Powder
You know,
too, powder too.
Coupe d'Afrique féminine.
Coupe d'Afrique
you
ici.
just trying to tell them now your women's team are
Yeah.
actually here. And that's when they knew that they were playing a tournament. There was no activation, there was no presence, there was nothing. How do you make money?
So this
So-
as when you start listing this the years as it goes, I know folks will feel like, hey, it happens, but I feel like there's a big thing about, they call it Erasure FC, right? Erasure FC, because as they call them, I think when I grow up for Worry Bro, I don't know how when I started watch game. We used to have Ufoma babes, right? And for Ufoma babes, all them on Mark Baby then, I don't even know their be. All I know is say we go cross water, we go wash mash. They go say that they play Jegede babes or Abiola babes or whatever. And everywhere they shut down. Like everywhere they shut down. As the match they finish, they share banga rice. Who they stone somebody. Normal level.
Stone somebody, okay.
Guy, don't even worry yourself. If you not play well,
Okay.
worry fans. They're very they go put stone inside cellophane, use until they fling.
That's so bad.
That's the
No,
least
no,
they do.
that-
There are some other things they do. I will not say
Oh,
it.
okay.
I will not disgrace us.
Okay.
But when you come up from that culture, bro,
Yeah.
and then you see that as years they go, the women are still pushing, they are still giving the quality as best they can, but they are not giving opportunities. See these 48 nations are playing across 12 groups for both men and women for this their new FIFA series
Yes.
arrangement, right? And when did they bring them out? You are seeing Congo, when just start ball the other day, the Lopades, they are rising, like you said. It's not like before.
Yes.
They are beating Indonesia 7.
Yes.
They're almost pulling the USA on Asian countries.
Yes.
All the African countries that are playing.
Cote d'Ivoire won 15-1.
One against it was the name
Please
of the
call
country
it again.
No, you know what? Give us the breakdown of the international break. Okay.
Bruh.
I will have to go and check my
Are we not-
once again.
when I
But
see-
African teams really
No,
dominated.
you've got your phone there,
Yes,
so you can just
African teams.
15-0.
15-0.
So
Yeah.
what I wanted to throw out as you track that thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
Doc, now see, you are seeing these fresh opportunities that are coming.
Yeah.
Other
Yes.
countries across the continent of Africa are somehow slipping in and expressing themselves. And you can see how joyful they are to have opportunity to flog people
Yes.
picking. I can't remember the last time I shot 10 times for one match, say they score on behalf of my country. And Nigeria is not there. Is this not what we are sacrificing when we are not there in conversations like this? When they are doing international friendlies like this, and we are not there, and the other so-called fringe teams, the so-called minnows, are there. They are playing different styles, different continents, different players. Are we not sacrificing our future right now with complacency?
Definitely. Even if FIFA will not add us to the FIFA series, we should also be able to. We should be able to secure and organize ours. Cote d'Ivoire defeated Mauritania 8-0.
The same Cote d'Ivoire that
Yes.
normally.
Cote d'Ivoire also
Cote d'Ivoire not beating us.
Yeah,
No,
it's
never.
Talks. I hope I get pronunciation right. Talks and Kaikos. 15-1.
15-1.
Cote d'Ivoire.
15-1.
So they scored 30
They spread the
goals.
full name for the
Wait,
country.
they scored 30 goals in 2 games and they considered 1.
You considered one.
So no matter the countries they are playing, the
Alubarika.
fact that now this is something going into WAFCON. No matter what this is
confidence
historic
booster.
now. It's going to be, no matter what it is, it's recognized because
Yes.
why? It's going to be in the record books that in a team they scored 15 goals.
DR Congo, Indonesia 7-1. DR Congo 7, Indonesia 1.
That
So-
is wild.
So imagine the team cohesion, the tactics the coach can also improve
You
as they
get-
go into the next competition. That's the importance of friendly. You can invite new players, young players, test out things, experiment. You can do a lot.
I don't envy our coach at all.
Yes.
Justin Maduka, I don't envy him
Definitely.
at all.
So
I
it's
don't
not-
know what
it's-
he's currently going through now. Because I could see that of the players. I
Yes.
could see Rashida Ajibade. I mean, inventing. There was
I've
even-
never seen them
there-
talk
there's
like
even-
that,
there-
like
yeah,
in recent
there's
time.
even-
Now
there's
they
even
when they sorry for cutting.
Yeah.
Now, it was when they owe money last, when they
Went
pin
to the
our
house-
cup,
Yeah.
when they hold
the
our
house
cup.
of assembly.
I mean, I follow Shat to pay them their money.
Yeah.
Although we hear now that they have not paid bonuses,
Bonuses,
pay them their money
allowances.
too. Pay them their money. Don't disgrace us. I'm not even in the mood. Sorry, I'm not even in the mood. Pay them their money. Don't embarrass us, bro. I've not
Yeah.
seen our
Yeah, so,
athletes.
okay.
I've
Okay.
not seen our Falcons be this vocal since that era. That should be a sign. Say water don't they pass Gary in it.
You don't
Yeah.
pass Gary.
Yeah, definitely. And some people are always scared about
speak
Victimization.
of them
Yeah.
being dropped from the team if they speak out too much. And that's why they're always being diplomatic and being careful when they speak out. The coach too as well. If it's a foreign coach, trust me, foreign coach probably would have gone to the media
Nora
to
don't
speak.
resign from Zambia.
Yes,
He said
foreign coaches will go to
administrative
the
gas goes. Una never pay
media
my
to the-
money.
to talk.
Administrative and
But
structure.
you know,
Yeah.
indigenous coach would want to be careful. I want to be diplomatic about it. I cannot blame the coach if he does not do well at the next WAFCON. You know, one would expect him to complain, but if he complains, definitely he's going to be victimized, I'm sure. I'm not friends with the coach. I'm not close to the coach. He's not the best coach in the world, but he went to the last WAFCON. He did well. He should also be given the right atmosphere to thrive and, of course, develop these these players and also experiment.
It must
So
be
that if
frustrating.
if he fails, you gave him everything
Yeah.
to deliver, and he failed at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So you have to ensure that you give him the right atmosphere for him to work with these players over time. You know, He won the WAFCON. He has done, I think, was assistant to Randy at one time.
Yeah.
And he has that pedigree too as well in the women's game. But as a local, I know the dynamics. Speaking out against the federation as a local coach, you will get thrown out of the job.
People coach teams like this
Yes.
and they move on to other things. MIAs, for instance.
Yes.
It's Sonia Bompasto, for
Yeah.
instance. Our new woman now for Union Berlin, for instance.
Yeah.
Corinne, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Corinne. Oh, we are in a new
Etta.
age.
Etta,
Etta Berlin,
yeah.
Abi.
Yeah.
Etta or Union?
No, Union.
Etta.
I'm talking about her name. No, second name.
Etta.
Yeah, Etta.
Etta. That thing sweet me. From assistant pedigree,
Yeah.
you are seeing it. If a coach doesn't have opportunity to express himself or herself, with teams like this, with competitions back to back like this, how can they do better? Anyway, we're throwing this to you, by the way. You are still on Sports Fiber with Cece and Chief Swore and with our erudite and much learned Dr. Ademola Victor. We are going to tell you that if you're a part of the conversation, you want to be part of the community, please follow, like, subscribe. Anything when we talk, when it makes sense to you, let us know. We can't exhaust this topic, as you know. I'm hoping that we get to meet up again in Morocco and do the Morocco edition of the WAFCON. Busy man. Are we seeing you there?
I'll try my best. I'm always passionate about promoting our local talents and local sports.
Like
I
you
know.
do it for
But how did it
idol,
actually
middle
affect
intermediary.
you? How did it affect you when it was postponed? Really, I mean,
It affected me a lot because I'd planned to, I've taken out a break from work to ensure that I'm able to attend the
you too?
WAFCON. Yes, but I have to rethink and restructure my plans.
But-
3 weeks is a long time,
It's a long time.
to be away in Morocco. And these are the things that CAF will not consider. Travel within Africa is expensive.
Yes.
So imagine booking your ticket ahead of time so that you can get a good deal. And you're spending like $8,000, say $800 to travel within Africa,
the
just
average.
5 hours trip or 4 hours trip.
What used to be 300?
No, somebody come from
and
UK
London.
is spending just $100 or $50,
Yes.
sometimes 770.
70.
You'll be
Yes.
surprised.
That guy from Ireland that came
So
there.
it's not easy on journalists, especially independent journalists and fans, to travel, going the extra mile to ensure that you cover local sport and local talent. And that's how I always beg the fans every time I can. Let's also watch and support these girls. Because
Yes.
the more eyeballs on it, the better you are able to advocate for these ladies to get the best treatment. Imagine you have just 10% of Nigerians watching the Super Falcons and understanding the dynamics of no friendly games, this lack of they don't pay them the bonuses and allowances on time. All of this factor, there'll be more people clamoring for them and advocating for them, and that way there's more pressure on the federation to deliver.
Yeah.
And maybe we should also tie election of NFF officials
I wanted to say
to
that.
performance, not just few people appointing them.
But they will say we want trophies. So if they want trophies, because
Wait,
when they do the
where
election
are they?
campaign,
Wait,
they'll be
where-
like,
where
we
are the
want
trophies?
No, they'll say we want trophies. Our Falcons want trophies. In my
Excuse me,
tenure, they want back to back or something.
where are the trophies?
You dey
Apart
ask me
from
that.
these Falcons.
So
Apart
metrics
from
for
the Super Falcons. Where are
So,
Yeah.
winning the medal alone should not be the metric for growth and development.
Precisely.
Also the processes, organizing games, paying allowances and bonuses on time. Look at the under 15 girls. They could not travel. Wafubio, just West
Wafubio,
African countries
yeah.
to participate in the school championship.
Yeah.
Maybe
school
Ghana and I
championship.
just come back.
Yes, Ghana won. The boys traveled, but the girls did not travel. Equality, even from the very low level, where you say there's equal funding opportunities, you deny those girls the chance to even participate in the under 15 African school championship. We have young girls around the country. We know that even for private clubs, they try to focus on the guys because that's where the money is. So you know that for girls, for the young girls, they have little opportunities. You now deny them of the very little opportunities they're supposed to even use to progress and shine. It's so sad. And these are the things that you should use to measure the federation doing a good job. Not just them winning, because the Super Falcons will also always try and deliver. They always try to qualify for the Women's World Cup.
Always,
They will
always.
always try and get the medal at the WAFCON. It should go beyond that for the Super Falcons. We should also look at other metrics. Are they organizing games for them? How's the allowances and bonuses?
Welfare.
Are we also investing in infrastructure at home? Do we have good training facilities and camp for these young players under 17, under 20 camp? Do we have a good stadium for them or training pitch for them to play? These are the main things that we should look at.
Stadium.
No, I have a case for this stadium as we tie it up,
Okay.
right? I still feel like since you use that line for us, we Unibenites.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
you know, like, we come through water, come through air, come through sea, you can see us. I think one of the stadiums that we have, and it's underrated, it's not the largest, I think it's under 15,000. But you see, I like packed places
Yes.
as opposed to let it be too big and
Yeah,
it's not packed.
empty.
So I'll rather an Abeokuta. I tried it with a train. I tried it by driving. I know there's no water body that carries us there. That's the only thing they don't have. But I feel like that's a space that they should just make the permanent home for the Super Falcons because the energy is there. There's a sports culture there. And there's better amala and palm wine.
And let's
around
also
the
beg
corner.
the government to be the training pitch beside it and also work on
Oh
the
yes,
aspect of-
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Because
access
if you want to
the
be about
training
it, be
pitch.
about it.
Yeah, be
Yes.
about it.
Be about it.
Make it a functional stadium. We've been to stadiums
Yes.
now. We know how it is.
My dear.
I was talking about something on
we are tying this up by the way.
about we having how many teams will be playing a time.
Yes.
You may just end up having like 5 top flight teams in Lagos.
Yes.
But taking them from the women and the men.
Yes.
The MPFL 3,
Yeah.
Inter Lagos
The
already in.
Danas ladies are
Ikorodu
still
obviously they are
Sporting
staying.
Lagos coming up.
Sporting
Sporting
Lagos
up.
they are coming. There's just one more game.
Yeah.
You have
Danas.
Danas ladies. You have Robo FC.
Robo
Where are
FC.
they playing?
When they come, like that stadium is.
This is not even get to again.
Because they work.
You know they work.
You know they
Boys
work.
go press you before you even play finish. They don't collect shiny. Mama, how far?
No,
Oh,
not
really?
that. No,
Baba,
no,
you know.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
No, that's not.
Wait, our Falcons. Our
Point
Falcons
of
used to play
us.
there.
2018.
Our
2016.
Falcons used to play.
Wait. The point I'm trying to make is
Yes.
Danas ladies may have a game by 1 p.m.
Yes.
already scheduled. Then I say no. Ikorodu City needs to play at 2.
Pitch they cry.
You can go to Ikorodu Legacy pitch. No,
Pitch
okay,
they
don't go
cry.
to no. Put your game to 8 a.m. the next
Bitch,
day.
they cry.
And maybe
That's smoke mangolo grass when
let's
they
use the opportunity to beg Lagos.
Wow.
Lagos, I beg now. I know that private individuals are coming in
Yes.
to try and build facilities,
Yeah.
but please now fix Agege,
Please.
fix Teslim. I beg,
Yes.
Just
They
fix
can
them.
also work with
And that-
institutions. They can work with
Institution.
Yabatech and any like, and also
Yeah.
My bro.
Fix them.
Fix them, I beg, so
Yes.
that some of these teams can go there when we now have 5 top flight. So I didn't talk about the NNL. I'm not talking about the championship. I said top flight. You know
flight.
what that means, right?
I
We
know
wrap
what
it
it
up with
means.
our lifestyle.
Oh, with lifestyle, yeah.
Yes.
You want to speak now because you show yourself. Let me ask, Doctor, did you go anywhere that was fun in sporting sense, sport lifestyle sense this weekend? Because I know this one when she don't let us hear word. She see Johnny Drill. Come on there.
this weekend. Not really. I was resting at home.
Yakubu
no, it's
managed.
good.
Yeah, I was also following updates from my smart devices.
He
at home.
I know.
He has workers now. And I was like, so yes, those of you that are interested in like it's an employer of labor. I'm really proud of this man.
Did you watch some teams that are dropping the ball? The Chelsea's, the Arsenal.
We don't
Oh,
drop
yeah.
what Chelsea. We
Those
pass
I mean,
the
one
ball to
viral
Man City.
meme that I
There's a
enjoyed
difference.
was
Yeah,
somebody
one
drinking one empty bottle. Tears of one particular team that I will not mention.
Banter, is that you?
Okay, live. Okay, that's
Lifestyle.
part
Is that
of the
your club? Okay.
lifestyle.
Johnny
That's
Drill,
part of
Johnny
the
Drill. Talk to me
lifestyle.
about
you know.
Johnny Drill.
Okay, it wasn't about him. It was about the Tyler Frey
you say
Foundation.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
when
about-
you have a sports administrator, former sport journalist, yes, of course, we call her Mama Sports because of what
Yes.
I mean. It was her. We saw her, and then we felt okay. So women can actually talk this thing, though.
Yes.
So let's just enter the fray, and we did, and this is where we are talking about Madam Aisha Falode, Mama Sports. I mean, over the weekend, this Tyler Frey Foundation Echoes Summit was hosted in Lagos, and it's the honor of the son. You know, when you have a mother actually turning, should I use the word pain into
Purpose.
purpose? I mean, that was what it was all about. I mean, that's something I took away from it, because you had so many youngsters who wants to,
Artist.
so many youngsters, artists, not just the artists, you also are up and coming. That's the
Yes.
word you guys use for them, right?
So you
and
guys
coming.
up and coming. Me, I know that up and coming.
Up and coming, talent who were all there, and the essence of this to actually give back. We know Tyler is no longer here, but the voices, of these people actually echoes aloud.
Yeah.
Yes, it's silent, but then you have people projecting it. So that's the essence of that foundation. So it was beautiful, it was big, as you mentioned.
Since you were serenaded by Johnny Drill.
Johnny Drill, Lady Donny,
my
was
girl.
there, and then Tariq also.
Yes.
These are the stars that were there to actually entertain the youngsters that were there. I mean, it was all about giving scholarship to some of those who were able to answer questions, those who, perform. And then there's one particular girl that got my attention. I couldn't get her name. She's on Crushes. I mean, she came to sing, play the piano. It was really, it was something.
So much talent.
That's when I knew that it's not just sometimes, when you are a football person, when you're a sports person, you can actually go
into other things.
other things. And that's what Madam Shafalo did. We were thinking, okay, she does a lot of things for
In
women's
sports,
football,
but
but this was outside
music.
sport. But this was music. This was
Philanthropy.
bringing young people together. So it's actually elevating them, helping them to not just know their talent, but nurture it and also have something, for the future. So it was.
I like the fact that it was inclusive too.
Yeah,
It was very inclusive. The thing that shocked me from this thing, first of all, you didn't tell me you were going. It was on your status. I just saw fine women. I was like, Cece snatched like this. And then she Sarah, by the way, another fantastic female sports journalist went for the thing. But you know the thing about Cece?
Yeah.
I said, okay, you go where be say Johnny Drill day. She'll say, who be Johnny Drill? Osas cousin. I say, hey, so you don't know this man's name? Now Osas cousin,
like,
you call him.
come on.
Be the girl.
But she's correct now. It's not Osa's cousin. Abi.
Why you?
May you be introduced as a cousin of
Why are
somebody?
you disgracing me like this?
I'm sure you have a cousin named
like,
Frank. You are Frank's cousin. I'm not
like, yeah, I will admit, right?
Okay.
I have this bias. I just
Okay.
have people who I love their music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I have, so those are the people I follow.
So you didn't know Johnny Joe
I follow
before?
them. Yeah, I know his song, but I didn't really. I'm not like in line. I'm not like a fan. Yeah, literally. I mean, Lady
Yeah.
Johnny, when I saw her, because
Yeah.
of her peculiarity,
Yeah,
I
she's-
know her. Yes, because
yeah.
of her
fire.
song. So I know her. Tariq, of course. I mean, you can't help it. So Johnny Drake, he's bigger than them.
Osas cousin.
But,
Why
but,
yet
but,
you call
but
her-
then that's
In your next
It's
life,
someone's cousin. Okay.
never ever call.
I've got fans coming. I've got
Yeah.
I've got music that I love that I listen to daily. So he's not on my playlist, but I'm going to add him to my playlist.
Add him.
I'm
Why you
gonna-
not go
I'm
add
gonna-
him?
I'm
He
gonna
don't
add him,
serenade
yeah.
you now.
Yeah,
He
I'm
don't
gonna add him to my
serenade you.
because he
And on
is-
that note, Cece, we have to cut this. Dr. Demola, I want to say it's a pleasure, privilege to not just experience you as a person, as a colleague, but also as someone who makes Nigerians very, very proud doing the work that you do. We're rooting for you and your what's that thing they used to describe that your work?
Metabolic and respiratory.
No, I want to let them know. No, not cardio-metabolica. When they describe your work now, cardio-metabolica, they start out. So thank
Can
for
you
the
help
work you do.
people understand it, because I don't know. What
We
you're
don't
talking
close.
about.
He go come back again. He go tell them. He go tell
No,
them.
it's just risk factors to so many
But
diseases,
you can follow him.
non-communicable
Where can you follow? Where can we follow you?
diseases. Social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. I'm on WhatsApp community. I'm on Snap. Same name.
Guy, I'm on
Ademola
your WhatsApp
Victor.
community, by the way.
Ademola Victor TV.
I swear. My kids love you. My nieces and nephews love you. In fact, anytime you do stuff, they always send you, because sometimes you feature me on it. So when you feature me on it, they're just like, "Want me see you,
I remember our global vlog.
bruh."
Final madness.
I don't know you have
Wafcon
that
final madness.
energy. I swear to God, one
Wow.
man army. But thank you for all you do, and those
Thank
of you who managed to be part of the conversation, we will catch you next week. But in the meantime, drop your comments and whatnot. I'm just curious, can Arsenal hold it or not?
double. There is the Champions League. There is the Premier League.
It
It's
not
just
the
6
happen.
points difference.
You know
It's
they happen.
happening.
Catch you on the other side, my people. Poco to
happening.
you.
Subscribe.
happening.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow up, I beg.